There are millions of species on our planet, and researchers have done a great job at discovering them. However, scientists have said there's hundreds of thousands of undiscovered animal species, and that every year we discover almost 2,000 new species. One interesting way that mysterious creatures make the news is by eyewitness reports. But what's more interesting is when these creatures are captured on camera. This is what happened with one creature whose identity is not known. This photograph has been making the rounds on social media for years, and interestingly, its original story is not known. In fact, it's not known where the original photograph comes from. Perhaps the most well-known story attached to the photograph is that the feet of this animal belongs to a cryptid. Most suggest that it looks like the feet of the mysterious dogman, a dog-like humanoid that's been reported in several parts of the world for the last few decades. Interestingly, many have come forward with their reports, and when combing through each one they're very similar in nature, making some suggest that what people are seeing is the same creature, and that it somehow managed to survive in various regions across our planet. The image went viral in 2018, with many people sharing it on Facebook and claiming that it was captured on a trail camera in Alabama. The story goes that the property owner kept hearing mysterious noises on their property late at night, and that whatever creature was making them, it didn't sound like any local wildlife. The man forgot about the noises until 2 days later, when he heard one of his goats make a loud-pitched screaming noise. It caused the man to run out of his house and attempt to find the goat. However, his animal was nowhere to be seen. While walking around his property, he could see that the large paw prints littered the area where his goats were kept, and he knew that whatever it was just trying to get a quick meal. He wasn't able to move the goats as they were out in the open. The story then goes that everything went quiet for a few nights, before the same goat noises were heard again. Recognizing the noises, the man once again ran outside to try and catch whatever was causing harm to his animals. However, same as before, he was too late, and whatever it was had escaped with another one of his goats. It's reported that this happened 5 times before the man had enough. He decided to invest in a trail camera and try and catch whatever this creature was. Same as before, when he inspected the area where his goats were, he could see large footprints. After installing the camera and waiting for a few nights, the same event played out with one of the goats being taken. The difference this time though was that the trail camera had managed to capture something. When looking through, it said that he was baffled as to what he was looking at. When posted online, many people put forward their theories, with one person saying it was identical to what they had seen on their property, and that they think it's the mysterious chupacabra, an animal known for taking down smaller animals and draining them of blood. Others suggested that the feet were more humanoid, and that what he's actually captured on camera was that of the dogman. However, some said this story isn't true, and what the photo actually shows is a mysterious creature that was captured back in 2015. With that being said, the story is still similar, except it details a woman setting up a trail camera because a mysterious creature kept coming onto her property. Researchers have come forward and said they haven't been able to identify the original source of the photograph, and claim that every couple of years or so it makes the rounds on social media. Some who have seen it though are convinced it's one of the clearest photographs yet of the dogman. For those unaware, all across North America are reports and tales of a creature that's become known as the dogman. It's been described as looking like a strange werewolf-like creature, and seems to possess supernatural strength and abilities. Some eyewitnesses have often compared the creature to a more dog-like Sasquatch, whereas others believe it to be more of a werewolf beast, and at the centre of skinwalker legends. Interestingly, for the last 60 years there have been many reports about these creatures, and as with most of these tales, the majority of the stories follow a similar theme. Researchers have managed to pinpoint the first dogman sighting to 1887. This was said to have occurred in Wexford County. The story goes that 2 lumberjacks were having a conversation when one of them spotted something mysterious. He described it as having a man's body and a dog's head. When they noticed it, they quickly left the scene, not wanting to stay and risk getting hurt by the large creature. Fast forward to 1961 and a security guard witnessed something similar in Big Rapids, Michigan. Most of the encounters with these creatures are just stories, and there's no way to back up what the individual saw. However, the security guard remembered that he had a camera on him, and was in fact able to snap a photograph of the large beast. Those who have analysed it say it matches other eyewitness descriptions of the Dogman. Although the majority of the Dogmen sightings are from Michigan, there have been some outside of this area that have come forward with similar experiences. One of these occurred in California. One of the strangest reported encounters of the Dogman creature comes from that of a report made in Sacramento, California. According to the reporter, the story circles around that of a woman who claimed to have encountered the Dogman creature near the city of Sacramento back in 1953. The sighting is believed to have taken place roughly 1,000 feet west of the American River, a short 2,000 feet east of the state capital, on a small house owned by a small family in the region. According to the woman, she had this sighting when she was roughly 12 years old as she was watching television and laying down on the couch. As she was laying there, she claimed to have noticed a large mass moving in the window as if someone was watching into the home. She quickly got up and went to the window to see a large face of a dog that seemed to be staring into the room. She claimed that the head of the dog looked very large, much larger than that of a coyote or normal dog of any kind, and it had a long straight snout too dark to see what colour it could have been, but was believed to be a dark grey with glowing red eyes. She ran from the window when she noticed the creature began to stand on its hind legs, and that it was standing 5 feet above the ground. She screamed for her parents to come, which scared the Dogman away before anything else could occur. They quickly went outside and claimed that nothing was nearby, and that the window was far too tall for a dog to be standing up and looking into. Unfortunately, nothing more could be gathered from the report, as the woman was unsure of the exact time of day the event had occurred. When reported, most of these encounters are just brushed aside, and officials say that what people are seeing is just stray dogs. However, the eyewitnesses have said that what they encounter wasn't any ordinary dog. It's interesting to note that Navajo Native Americans have been talking about these creatures for years. Though they're known as the Dogman, they also go by the name of skinwalkers. They follow a similar description, looking like a human but having werewolf-like features. The Navajo describe them as possessing superhuman strength, being able to move fast and having the ability to easily take down a human. According to the stories, the skinwalkers were most frequently seen as foxes, coyotes, wolves, crows, eagles, or owls. Some stories even tell of skinwalkers attacking people by appearing as a relative or an acquaintance. The ability of the skinwalkers depend on who you ask, but most say they're able to possess the bodies of their prey by looking into their eyes. This way they're able to control the actions of people. Although many have come forward with their reports over the years, as of right now the mysterious Dogman remains a mystery until more evidence can be gathered. Others have suggested that what this photograph shows is that of a lobisman, or as it's more commonly known, the South American werewolf. These creatures are often seen by locals during the night, and they say they stand over 6 foot tall and are usually seen in forested areas. Some have speculated that the creature could be a dog with some kind of disease. Regardless of the theories, it seems that this photograph isn't going to get explained anytime soon. So what do you think this photograph shows? And have any of you seen anything like this before? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.